Summer in Japan, in particular here in Tokyo, and especially in Osaka and down in Kyoto, it is very easy at the end of August and the beginning of the end of July and the beginning of August to get heat exhaustion. Everybody knows this, that Japan is extremely hot in summer. I say this every single year, but every time tourists that are coming here underestimate the heat. It is not just the temperature that you see on the scale, on the thermometer, on the mercury. It might say, I don't know, 95 degrees. Oh, sure, that's hot. But, you know, I'm used to 95 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona. It's not the same. You add in 85% humidity. It's like you're breathing in soup. It is very hard. Look, I like sweat through this shirt, and this is a reasonable day. But the news has been reporting here in Japan of tourists coming down with heat exhaustion. Of course, this is going to happen. People are not drinking enough water. They're outside for quite a long period of time. And around this area, lots of tourists. You can just tell because they're wheeling suitcases like that. That's how you can tell a tourist. So there's lots of hotels in the Tokyo Station area. In fact, this area is undergoing quite a bit of renovations. Check this out. Before I get into this, let's just look at this. Is Tokyo Station right here with the front of the Yaisu side of it. I've been showing you the construction over the last couple of years. It's just been incredible. That's a new hotel and building going on up over there. This is the Yaisu Midtown, which is now completed. It's a pretty massive building. But next to that, check it out. There's like 2 city blocks that were just demolished and now coming up with new buildings. I don't even know what they are. So tourism in particular in this area is just going to be booming. So I found over here, there is an international clinic. Do you see right there? Hold on, I don't want to get too many people. Just wait for the light here. There's an international clinic right over here where a lot of people, internationals, have been coming to get care from English-speaking doctors. They do exist in Japan, and sometimes you need to go. There it is right there. I'm going to show you the price list of this. I think it's something maybe to consider if you're coming here to Tokyo. It is literally right at the corner of Tokyo Station here in Yaisu. So it's nice to have these kind of clinics. It's a little pricier than normal hospitals and stuff, but yeah, they speak English. What are you going to do? You're sick. Heat exhaustion is a real thing. I want to show you what's going on around Japan right now. And if you look at, I noticed this on the Google Maps. Google Maps told me that right now, this notification popped up. There's an excessive heat warning where you gotta pay attention to this stuff here. Although it's like 80, 85, 86 degrees right now, but there's a breeze and there's a nice chill in the air from that. So it's not too bad, but down in Osaka and Kyoto, I think that's where this excessive heat warning is right now. It's interesting that Google lays this out here, including a marker with an excessive heat. This was just 7 hours ago. I think that it's cooled down a little bit since then, but Ogasawara in particular, the islands, are very hot right now. When there's no breeze in the air, that's when things get really bad with heat exhaustion, because that humidity it like ferments. I don't know another way to think of it. It just sits there and you just sweat and you feel sick, and you got to get inside a convenience store, a department store, anywhere inside with air conditioning turned on full blast. Get into your hotel room. Maybe not go outside. Time your day to start at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. when the sun comes up, which is great in the summer. Get out, do temple hikes and things like this from 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe do some other attractions when they open up 8, 9, 10, 11. Go eat lunch. Then from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, chill in your hotel. Then get back out in the evening when it cools down a little bit, because the height of summer, the heat, it really, especially when the sun is out, hits you hard. It really does hit you hard. All right, let's take a look here at I just want to kind of show you what's going on here in the news. So you can see here, this is Odaiba Beach. Look at the dude. There's a dude hanging out in the water fountain. Look at this. That's not typical of Japan. Probably a tourist, but it could be Japanese too. You just can't tell. I'm not gonna take it for granted. And here's Nakamise Dori at Asakusa. You can see it's a lot of people. Not as many that are out because it is so hot. Locals aren't going out, of course. We know a little bit better. But tourists got to go out. You got to utilize your day. This girl say it is so humid. She's from Sweden, and it doesn't get this humid. This guy is talking about Indonesia, and he's saying, look, he's got one of these cool bandages on his head. It's hotter than Indonesia, he's writing it here. That's hot. Indonesia, like jungle. This poor kid. Get him some ice cream. Get him some ice cream. A lot of people have those battery-powered fans, I've noticed. This wasn't around about 4 or 5 years ago, so that's good. But the news is just saying it is just incredibly hot here. There's not a lot you can do besides drink liquids and try to stay in the shade if you are out. These sunbrellas, I know we made fun of them like 10 years ago. Now they're starting to make a little bit more sense. Tochigi, the temperature is 41 degrees, or that's about 105, I believe. And you add on top of that the humidity. This is when it gets extremely dangerous. Locals don't even realize it. It's just saying, like, this is crazy. It's like Thailand out here. It's actually hotter than Thailand. Again, this island heat, you really don't feel it. And then you get that heat exhaustion. It hits you. It's too late. You need to stay hydrated. You need to stay indoors. And the reporter's out in there, and he's showing in this particular area, very little breeze, very little wind. So that humidity is just staying right there. Kids are jumping into rivers. They're trying to do whatever they can. Probably open up fire hydrants if they had them here. I don't think that the fire department would like that. But anyways, we do that. And I remember the streets of Philadelphia when you watch the news in the Delaware Valley. You see kids doing that. It's 42 degrees in Gunma. It is hot. And again, like, this is no surprise. We all know this, but two things. One, maybe not book your trip in July or August. Prices will go down in September. The humidity, it'll still be pretty hot, but the humidity dies down. So you're not getting that blast of sauna, that water temperature that really just, it takes the temperature that you see on the screen, 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius or something like that. The humidity takes it to another level that's just extreme. You don't get that out of the desert. It could be 130 degrees in the desert. It seems like it's hotter here because of the humidity. Trust me, you can't breathe. It's that hot. Even in the shade, you got that humidity coming in here. I got people from Singapore telling me that this is hot. And when you got Singaporeans, they're tough. It is really hot. Suyu is legendary for being wretched as well. Suyu is the rainy season. Thank you, Mizu, which also means water. If you're thinking about planning a trip to Japan, summer's your only option. Just do it, But if you can wait May until the rainy season, which is typically around June 10th, June 15th, from like May to June 15th, these 6 weeks are incredible. And then from September to October, it's incredible. Again, it is the typhoon season, so you might get in a typhoon now and then. You might have a flight canceled, so maybe book that going home a day before work just in case your flight is canceled because of a typhoon. Gives you another day to recover from jet lag. But I highly recommend those months as the best to come without going outside and drenching yourself. Again, because it's just not fun when you have an excessive heat warning. It really isn't. The benefits to it, though, you have here longer daylight. You have more time. How you doing? We saw somebody back there. You have more time in the day, which is great. Nightlife is pretty vibrant. Some restaurants in Tokyo will open up out of the street. Things spill out, but it is hot. And you just have to, wear tank tops, dress down, wear mesh, let things that breathe or dry quickly. You go to Uniqlo, get that Airism technologically smart clothing, whatever the heck that means. Air Tech. And this stuff will help you get through this. Again, like going outside in the heat, sweating it out, then going inside to the extreme air conditioning. That's when people get sick, and that's when people have to go to places like right there, the International Clinic, right here. You guys want to take a look at the website here? Let me see if we can pull it up. So just really quickly, what's an international clinic in Japan like? I've never been to an international clinic in Japan. I can speak Japanese. And most doctors in general, if they're under the age of 80, which is most doctors nowadays, actually you'd be surprised, they can speak English because they have to study English in order to learn some of the medical journals. In America, a lot of the doctors will speak Latin, which helps them with understanding some of the medicine. One of the things I learned when I took Latin in high school, a lot of the people were taking Latin, were doing it because they wanted to be doctors. I thought that was interesting. I only took 1 year of Latin in high school. Don't ask me about it. Here's a website for TSIC, or Tokyo International Clinic, right inside of Tokyo Station. specialized for people from abroad, 9 to 9, 365 days a year. English and Chinese, credit cards are welcome. They take international health insurance, but you might want to contact them in advance before you go here to a place like this. But people are coming down with, that C word, as well as, just getting heat exhaustion and other things. So here's the doctors. They look pretty good, speak English. You could charge more because they got paying in dollars. It's a good business. Again, it's a very convenient location. You're probably going to pay more. Here's the price list, which I like the transparency. Consultation, 13,000 yen, which is about $80. That's higher than in Japan. But again, I have health insurance, so I never pay more than 1,080 yen for something like this. WRX Turbo's in the house. Katayama, thank you. Let's go hit that vending machine. Or something. But gives you just an idea. Using Google Maps and navigating around, you'll get a lot of the places. You can find what you need on Google Maps, which is great. Just type in what you want. It'll tell you the areas around there. Sometimes it doesn't exist anymore. I'll go there and it's like out of business for the last few years. It's so hot, I don't even have a hat on. That's how hot it is. Gotta let the head breathe sometimes. But in general, I think a very simple website. Keep it simple, get people in, and then they can consult. I think the lady inside there, the receptionist can speak English, so she sets it up for you, and then you go in and see the doctor. Over there, there's the International Clinic. There's a couple of foreigners came by here. A family from Canada came and said hi while I was taking the thumbnail for this picture. So shout out to you guys, and a shout out to the guy. I don't know where he was from, but he spoke really good English at Costco at Iruma in is that Saitama or Tokyo up there in the north. I went by. I was talking with Kanai on FaceTime, and he goes, "Hey, I know you only in Japan." And I said, "Hey, how's it going?" But I'm like, I got the card with me. I'm talking. In one hand, I got Kanai and Leo. On the other hand, telling me to come home right away. I wanted to say hi, but I didn't have a lot of time. So shout out to you if you're watching. Keep doing a good job over there at Costco and Iruma. Really appreciate it. Got some supplies that we needed since we were in the U.S. for quite a while. It's nice to see it. B.S. Fat Boy, it's been a while since I caught you live. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you as well. This area I think is really convenient because this is where the bus to the airport is. This is where you would come in from Narita straight into Tokyo Station. I think this is a wonderful hub. It's crowded in this area, and the construction over the last 5 years has really set it up so that it is easy to navigate from one place to the other. There's a lot of space for the wheeled suitcases as well, which is what people like to have around here. And you can take the highway buses or jump on a Shinkansen pretty easy. But I can't go too far because the signal doesn't last very, very much outside of this zone. But the International Clinic, yeah, it's nice that this exists. I didn't know about it until it was featured on the news because of heat exhaustion. And the doctor saying that there's been an uptick in people coming to the International Clinic to get hydrated, because they're just not feeling good, and they're getting fevers and stuff, and also taking tests to make sure that they don't have the C word. And yeah, it's here, and that's kind of a cool thing. So that's all I got for you. August starts tomorrow. Today I will be in Shimbashi with my friend Matt Alt and Danny from Ohio, who's going to be a cameraman to film an episode. So if I see you around Shimbashi tonight around 6 to 9 p.m., come in and say hi. Maybe you'll see Matt and I walking around filming for the main channel. I just got the approval from Todaiji to release an episode on the main channel. I've been waiting for that. That was really hard because when you go to a temple and you work with them, it's not a sponsored video, but I have to get everything approved before everything is vetted, and I didn't record anything that was not bad. They gave me the thumbs up. Just now, I saw the notification, so I can release that video tonight. Thank goodness. It's the cleaning for Todaiji. They have about 200 people that will clean one of the biggest Buddhist statues in the world. It's massive in what used to be the world's largest wooden building, which is incredible. It's in Nara Prefecture. Main channel has seen very little love, and I have the square watermelon video right after that. I thought this would be the first to release because if you're in Nara and you go there August 7th, you'll be able to see them cleaning. And this is a year ago that I filmed it, so the timing is perfect. So there you go. Thank goodness I got a release in July. I feel bad because my friend Greg, Life Where I'm From, he's been doing releases as well, and I'm like, okay, I got to catch up now. I got a bunch of them loaded up now, so let's get that main channel going. Anyways, thanks for the questions. You can leave them behind underneath here, and I'm going to be doing live streaming or an episode on this channel every single day. I appreciate you guys for joining as a member. I know that having content here coming out daily is pretty cool to have from Japan. So I'll leave a message, and I'm always reading the comments, especially the first few hours afterwards. And I'll screenshot it and then answer it. And at least once a day, I'll be able to release a video. I'll try to do 2 questions for each one of those every day when I can't get out there and live stream because of rain or a busy schedule, or I can't get a signal or something didn't work out. I've got something queued up to release, which is important for the health of a channel and the health for all of us, because this channel is a lot of fun and I feel like we're family, and I keep want to have this stuff rolling out to you guys, and answering questions is a good idea. All right, everybody, I gotta go. I'll see you in another. By the way, Daimyo, your packages are going out today, so just a heads up on that. And then I got to go to film, so it's a busy day today. I'll see you in another live stream tomorrow. Mata ne. Stay hydrated, everybody.